Here we are, day 11 of the Expansion Accelerator, and there is a truth. I don't know that I want to call it a divine truth, but it is what I have found to be a truth nonetheless that has shifted so many things for me time and time again. It's really powerful. I'm really excited to see what this shifts for you, what breakthroughs happen, what unfolds. And also, I have to tell you, it's not my favorite truth, but I don't make up the rules. This is where, we get to talk to God, universe, spirit, source, Gaia, the big daddy in the sky, if you will, who makes the rules. So the truth for today, the teaching for today, and the correlating energy expander has to do with the fact that the magic you're seeking, the magic, the medicine, the healing, the shifts, the breakthroughs are often found in the places, the things, the work, the tasks that you've been avoiding. Not my favorite, because one of my personal coping mechanisms is avoidance. And that's a very natural trauma response for me. So that's sort of like my comfort zone, is to put my head in the sand. But avoiding things that we know are going to make a difference, whatever they might be, and I'll give some examples in a moment, does not ever, ever, ever get us to where we want to go. So in short, I said it in a really long way in there because I wanted to include lots of different lenses of this, but the magic you're seeking is in the places you're avoiding. And now this isn't true 100% of the time. You can find magic all over the place, but if you've been desiring a shift or a breakthrough of some sort, and you hear me say this, and you really let yourself sit with, what are those things I've been getting the intuitive nudge to do, and I keep putting it off? What's that one, maybe 2 or 3 tasks that in your paper planner or on your digital to-do list, you keep writing again and again and again as time goes on? Those things hold so much power. So your energy expander today is to get really honest with yourself. What are the things that you've been avoiding? The things that you know deep down that if you were to do these things, it would unlock a new level. It would present a new kind of energy to tap into, something fresh, something different, a blank canvas, if you will. And the interesting thing about this is this could be related to, like, there might be something, you might be wanting a breakthrough in your business or in your career, but there's this big personal task that you've been putting off that's been taking up either literal physical energy, could be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever that might be. And so what are those things? It's not like a business breakthrough is necessarily found in a business task, or, vice versa, a personal breakthrough in a personal task. There might actually be something that you need to clean up in your business or your career to make way for the thing that you want in your personal life. These things are not like exclusive to whatever life category they fall into. But I just wanted to drop this here today. Again, have you get really honest with the intuitive nudges, the little things that you've been feeling called to do that you know would make a difference, and you've been putting them off for one reason or another. A couple of examples here, and I feel like I go through phases where I have to remind myself of this, where things start to feel like stuck or stagnant in some area of life. And then I literally look at my to-do list and I'm like, what are the things that I haven't been doing? And I've been carrying over from day to day and week to week. And some of these things, I might even be carrying them over from one month to another month. And so a really good example, actually, just from this weekend is I feel honestly, just getting vulnerable with you here, I've felt for a long time, probably since having kids, more so like the second kid and then the third kid, I used to feel really organized and precise and good about the way that I managed my time. Time management was like a superpower of mine. And as I added people to my life, as I added people to my household, as there were more and more people that needed my care and my love and my attention, I feel like there has been a not so great shift, and my relationship with time has not been a very good one. So, fun fact, my word for 2024 is a spiritual word. It's the word kairos, which actually has to do specifically with time. That's how big of a deal this is to me. Like, my number one priority, my North Star for this year has been focused on completely shifting and transforming the way that I relate to time. So all of this being said, I've been getting these nudges. Here we are in December, the time of this live program. It's December. It's been a whole year. And I feel like I've done really well with this word and with creating some powerful positive shifts. But over the weekend, I got this very loud nudge to track my time. And over the years, I've been in different programs, I've worked with different mentors, I've gone to seminars, and I've heard people talk about the power. This is not something you do for life, but for like 1 week straight to track almost every minute of your day. So that way you have a very, very clear picture of where are you actually investing your time and your energy. And again, this has been suggested to me. This has been a prompt that has been given to me many times. And every time I've had someone say that I should do this, that this would make a difference, that this would be helpful, I know deep down that that's true, that it's helpful. But the task, oh my gosh, just felt so daunting and so annoying. And I would rather poke my eyeballs with a fork than do that. And so I didn't. I've never really done that. And it's so funny because I love tracking things and I love data. And there was a period of time where I was using an app to track what I was doing in my business. So I had a clear idea of the tasks I was doing during working hours, but I had never attempted to track every minute of every day. And over the weekend, actually yesterday, as I was preparing to do some big 2025 planning and goal setting and knowing that us reaching our goals has a ton to do with how we spend our time, I got really curious. And I felt like this is now the time when I'm supposed to do this. So I did a little bit of research. I found a tracking app. It took me about 30 minutes to set it up. And I thought about every possible category of places and things that I invest my time into. And yesterday I started tracking and I moved from task to task. I did pretty good with remembering. There were a few moments when I forgot to hit the tracker. So I went back and I edited it. And today I'm doing it again. And it feels really empowering to have this information right in front of me. So that's one example. That is one thing I'm doing, something that felt annoying and big and daunting and no thank you. And now I'm like, actually, this could be a game changer. So let me do this. And it still feels a little daunting, but I can feel what's on the other side of this. So some other examples are sitting down and having a money date. Oh my gosh, if any of you right now are prioritizing your finance, if that's one of your big goals and you don't know your numbers, in your business and your career, your work life, but also like in your personal life, do you know what's in your bank account right now? Do you know what's coming in? Do you know what's going out? And I don't mean to say it like, do you even know? Because there's moments where I'm like, I'm not feeling clear about the whole financial thing. So let me sit my butt down and figure it out. And what I have found for people 100% of the time is sitting down and looking at that thing. So for me, it's how I'm spending my time. For you, maybe it's your finances. For you, maybe it's something around your health. For you, maybe it's not letting things in a certain relationship slide anymore. And you have that conversation. Maybe it's if you're a business owner and you're feeling like not great about selling? Do you know what your offers are? Do you have a way for people to collect money? There might be some basic foundational things that we need to go back to and look at to really support you. So, where I'm going with this last piece is the money date example. Whenever people come to me and they're like kind of freaking out about finances, I ask them, have you actually gotten clear on where you are? And the majority of the time, they're like, oh, no, I just have a feeling it's not that good. Like I'm not in a great place. So, what happens with this example of the money date, and this can apply to anything, is when you sit down to really take the time to look at and take inventory of where you are, one of two things happen, and both of these paths lead to empowerment and freedom. The first thing is you realize, oh snap, I am in a much better position than I thought I was. This is awesome. I love this. That's a great feeling. The flip side of that is you're like, eek, no, this is not good. Maybe this is even like worse than you thought. But the beautiful thing about that is now that you have the clarity, you can actually take steps to move forward in a way that's going to be truly helpful and truly beneficial. So these are just a ton of different examples, how this has helped me so many times over the years and is literally helping me right now. In summary, the magic you're seeking is in the places and the things that you've been avoiding. So today's energy expander, what you're going to do with this is I want you to think about what is that thing? And it might be really little. It might be like decluttering the junk drawer of your kitchen, right? Whatever it is. It might be something much bigger, like the other examples we talked about. But what is that thing you've been avoiding? And how can you take a step today? If it's a small thing, you could probably absolutely complete this today. If it's something bigger, then today might just be the first step in the direction of completing this thing or looking at this thing or digging into the thing that you've been avoiding. But that's what it is today, is close that energetic loop so that it's no longer taking up space within and around you. And when you do that, oh my gosh, it makes space for so many more incredible things to open up and to make their way into your life, into your heart, into your energy field. So I'm so excited. Definitely share with us what's coming up for you.
All right, Energy Expansion Pod Squad, before we officially sign off for day 11, which I hope you loved so much, this really was a massive game changer for me last year and well into this year. I'm really excited to hear what task you take on today or what that thing is that you've been avoiding that you're ready to dive into. I really, truly promise, and I don't use that word very often, but I promise there is a breakthrough waiting for you, and I can't wait to hear about it. But before we sign off, I want to remind you that our annual DKC Virtual VIP Day is happening in just a few days, December 18th. It is this upcoming Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we would love to have you there. You know, one of the things that we talked about in this episode was getting really clear on some of your goals and intentions for the coming year. And this VIP day is going to be a really, really powerful way, not just from a strategic standpoint. There will absolutely be strategy, but we're also looking at the mindset components, the reprogramming, the identity upgrades, the energetic and spiritual shifts that get to happen to really set you up for massive success in the coming year. And there's a powerful conversation that I've been having with my clients really all year long, but especially right now. And it's the fact that inside of numerology, 2025 is a year 9. And if you know anything about numerology, then you know that the year 9 represents completion. It's the end of a cycle. And so what that means for us as we're completing one year and stepping into another one is that 2026 is a year 1. We are starting an entirely brand new 9-year cycle. And I cannot think of a better, more powerful way, again, to really set yourself up for success, to get really honest about what you're ready to complete, what you're ready to release, what you're ready to let go of and put down right now. what you refuse to carry into 2026 with you so that you have open hands, an open heart, an open mind, and an open energy field to create the new beginnings, to create the miracles, the magic, and the reality that you so deeply desire. I really truly believe that you can have it all. And this virtual VIP day is going to be one of the ways that you can turn those dreams, those desires into your reality. There's a listener exclusive. If you click below in the show notes, you will see a link that will allow you to join us for the VIP day, and also a special code that will give you 50% off. So I love you tons, and I cannot wait to be in the room with you to get off of the podcast. I mean, I love the podcast, and I can't wait to see your faces and hear your voices and to be in community with you in a really powerful and deep way next Thursday. I hope to see you there.